Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, as you've seen what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, as we'll be relaxing as per usual. Not sure I do know actually. I think what is the next topic. I will double check. I'm still not talking about Small Saga or Nine Souls today. I'm still turning them over in my mind. I think there's a decent chance I talk about Small Saga tomorrow. I mean, the long and short of it is I enjoyed both those games for different reasons, to be honest. It's very, very, games which I think resonated with me to an unexpected amount compared to what I expected from the game. But good evening, everyone. I'm here with a late night broadcast. I hope I can make it through this. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 12:11 AM on what should be Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. What I mean by that is, like, I'm sure if you basically take how much of it, if everyone played, like, for example, 9 souls in the world, and then you took an average of, like, or a mean average of how much they, like, enjoyed it on some unfathomable rating scale, I think I would be in the upper, I'm not sure, upper 25%, that's probably a bit high, upper 40% of enjoyment compared to the average. I mean, part of it is because a lot of it is Chinese culture, which definitely resonates. I cannot get over how cool the concept is. For very mild spoilers for a theming of one of the levels in 9 Souls. One of the levels being themed after Peking Opera, as it's called in English, but Beijing Opera. What is your name? Hold on. You're one of the newer ones. I can't remember your name. Your name's like, it's not Crash, but that's a different rhino. I genuinely can't remember it. Spy! Yeah, you're one of the new wave ones, right? That was introduced with like Shino and Sasha, or were you not? I don't know, I just made that up. I feel like you have, but in my mind you have a skull t-shirt. Hold on, let's see. Is that right? True? Spike. I don't know. Well, he's a gold t-shirt, so that's, well, it's a black t-shirt which has gold. That helps. I don't actually know if he was introduced later. Sheena. As part of a 2.03 update. Additional villages. Not at all. I don't know why I thought he was. Oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah. Good time with that. I recorded some Instars in time today, and I think things are starting to get weird in the game, because you can definitely tell it's definitely that sort of game. You know, it's got like a quirky sort of indie vibe, RPG vibe, and you get introduced to the premise pretty early on, and then it's like, okay, well, you know, when are things gonna get weird? I think things are starting to get weird. You know, I had the first like, huh, that's strange thing, like that I reacted to. I went, that's weird, happened, but I didn't quite remember. And then a second thing when I was like, whoa, that's really weird, what's going on? So I'm excited, and I've been thinking about it since I've been playing it, which is not too long ago, like a couple of hours ago or something, and I've got a theory in my mind, to be honest, which I can't believe I didn't think of as theory before, but I don't know how true it is. In Miss May, I feel like I'm basically ready for the Champions Meet. I've got my 2 front runners. I'm reusing my Ogre just to make it through round 1. I'm gonna rebuild a gold city, using Throne when it comes out. But other than that, I should be just parent farming for the next one. Now the next one's gonna be weird because I need to win this one. It's a sprint because it's Leo, and I only got the gold title last time. I didn't get the platinum title, so I'm gonna try and reclaim the platinum title this time. I don't really care how I do in this one. The Cancer Cup. Because, like, whatever. If I win it, if I lose it, I'd lose it. I've already got the platinum title, fortunately. I think I do, at least. And it's such a nightmarish one because it's Christmas Ogre. I like Christmas Ogre. Well, I like Ogre, don't get me wrong. She's probably somewhere in the top 20 or 30 characters, but you know, when she's the only viable one and it becomes a game of how do you defeat her, that's definitely when it becomes a nuisance. But, I mean, not to say that I haven't used her quite a few times as well. But yeah, I had, oh my gosh, I want to mention this before I talk about the actual thing with the 5 minutes at the beginning. But I basically did so many, like, 8 Saiyan Sky runs, being like, oh, I can't believe I'm getting so unlucky and never taking a lead. Mihono Bourbon Wit card to its final event chain, it took me 7 runs to realise, oh, wait a minute, I haven't even brought the card. I've somehow brought Fine Motion and Nice Nature, but I didn't bring Mihono Wit, and I was like, I'm such an idiot. But fortunately, it only took 1 more run, and then I got an absolutely godly run. It could have been more godly. I got pretty lucky during the final sort of stages where I didn't get any Rainbow Wits, despite having 5 whistles. But I got a crazy run, which was a fast learner run. It was a medium S proc, and I was just like, okay, well, you know, this is going to be good enough to get to A finals, surely. Hopefully, I don't know. If not, I've always got Christmas Ogre. Anyway, another point. The point being, what I'm going to talk about today, I think it must be that, if I remember, I think it's a Kirby Cafe collaboration. It is a Kirby Cafe collaboration. So this was a really cute thing we did, because it's a pretty common thing in Japan, not that common in the UK, but they'll often have like pop-up collaborations where some media franchises will have a crossover collaboration with like or have a cafe basically run as that media franchise, and it's really, really cute because so many of our foods are themed after like the franchise. I mean, you know how much I say one of my favourite things about Disneyland is the food is like fine, but one of the coolest things is the fact that they basically have food themed after franchise entirely. Like they have Mickey Mouse burgers. When I was there most recently, they had Baymax burgers. The churros are Mickey Mouse shaped. Like, I highly respect the absolute commitment to the portrayal of a franchise through that. But anyway, so we went to the Kirby Cafe, which I must say, I'm not like a massive Kirby fan. I've played a lot of Kirby Dream Land on the Game Boy Advance. I think that might be the only Kirby game I played, because it was one I owned as a child, and I don't think I ever beat it, which is weird, because I didn't know you could save, and believe it or not, I did not know you could save in the game. So I always tried to beat it in one sitting, and then the closest I got to one sitting is I got it to the final boss. I have no idea why I did this. I got to the final boss, I was playing on my Game Boy Advance SP and I was doing fine, and then I saw that it was like the low light battery flashed onto my Game Boy, meaning that I had to go charge it or whatever, and for whatever reason, I don't know why I did this, I was like, oh, okay, it's low battery, I'm just going to turn it off. So I just turned off my Game Boy, and I didn't save because I didn't know I could save, and just reset all my progress. Why did I do that? I have no idea. You might be like, how did you not know how to save in the game? I think it might have been like one of the first games I ever played. Game Boy Advance SP era, so I didn't know about how to really play games. It was like my introduction to games, apart from at family friend's house playing like Mario Kart 64. But it was also, I think, a Japanese copy of a game. So I didn't know what save looked like in the game. I didn't even know it was a function. I didn't even know how to bring up a menu, I think. So the absolute tenacity to play that game all the way through to the final boss, see my Game Boy was running out of battery, instead of going to plug it in and charge it, which I don't know why I didn't, I just turned off. I have no idea why I did that. It makes no sense to me to this day. And there's honestly a very real chance that I later went back to also beat Kirby's Dream Land final boss at some point, I don't know. I just have no recollection of it. I just remember that because I even remember in the moment being like, this is probably not a smart thing to do. And then I did it anyway. I was like, what am I doing? Anyway, I think it was Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. I'm looking at it and it doesn't look quite the same for final boss and how I remembered it, but I also just might have remembered it wrong. I mean, it's pretty similar. Some sort of spacey person, you're flying around, and then you have like a meter you charge at. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, long and short, I'm not like, Kirby's not my favourite Nintendo franchise. It definitely goes Animal Crossing, then I gotta think about it, probably Pokemon, and then I gotta think about it more. But I do like Kirby. Kirby's cute, and a lot of my friends actually really like Kirby. And you might be like, dear darling, who is your favourite Kirby character? My favourite Kirby character is Meta Knight. I don't know why. I kind of dig his sort of edgy vibe in the cutesy, colourful world of Kirby, because he is just so random. But it's just like, oh, Kirby, what a cute, colourful, cuddly sort of world. And then there's just like really edgelord knight in this game. Just, I don't know, it just kind of cracks me up. So anyway, Meta Knight's my favourite character. But yes, we went to the Osaka Kirby Cafe. We originally wanted to go to the Tokyo one, we couldn't get seats, but we got seats to the Osaka one, and it was pretty cool. I've been to collab cafes before, and I've never been like that. Well, okay, I've been to one before, I should say, and I wasn't like blown away by it. I think I spoke about it before. I went to the Love Live collaboration cafe. like 10 years ago when I first went to Japan. And I was pretty into Love Live back then. And I brought along my friend who had basically no idea about anything about Love Live. Like, I was really into idols. I liked Love Live, Idol Masters, Cinderella Girls. I was like playing those games. Yes, I was playing with Japanese versions. But yeah, I don't remember why I started playing Love Live. It was really, really randomly spurned. Because I also later found out like someone in the year below me also played Love Live, and we like spoke about it or whatever. I think I only discovered it because I randomly heard Start Dash as a YouTube recommended, clicked on it because I had no idea what it was, and then it just got stuck in my head for a while. Songs are the best way to get me into a franchise or something. But yeah, the Kirby Cafe was pretty good. But Love Live Cafe was meh, I would say. It was like a pop-up cafe or whatever. I think my expression from it is not that it was necessarily that bad, it's just that I felt so out of place there, because I was like, I realised when I turned up there, I was like, this isn't the sort of thing for me. I like a franchise, I don't like this. There was an MC who, bless his heart, was doing like some great sort of hype-up things, and then he held up a microphone to me at some point, and I didn't know enough Japanese back then to understand what he was saying, so I just went, don't point at me. The food, I remember, we had, I should try and find out what we had. I remember we had smoothies. No, sorry, milkshakes of some kind. And you got random coasters with them. And this was in the Aqua's phase. So Muse had already like disbanded or whatever. And it was like Aqua's who was now doing it. And you get random coasters. My favourite characters at the time, I think, were Yoshiko, Mari, and Kanan. Maybe. In that order, maybe? I'm not sure. I think in that back then it was probably Maddie first, but I think now it's Yoshiko. Or I say now, like afterwards it was Yoshiko. I can't remember who I got coasters of at all. And I remember seeing someone and I was like, I wonder if I should go trade with them. But I was like, I don't want to have this conversation in Japanese, which I barely know how to say. And try and figure out how to trade with them, so I didn't. I mean, nowadays I would. Well, nowadays I probably wouldn't go to the Cafe because I know what to expect from it. But yeah, to bear in mind, it was okay. Not 2016, sorry, 2017. That's right. But yeah, I can't remember what else we had. But I'm still pretty thankful where I actually went in the first place, because it was not very likely we could have even gone. Because it was a base of raffle-based system, and it was extremely, extremely competitive. So it was complete luck that we got there. I remember, bless my friend, he was just extremely confused, had no idea what was going on. I took a load of photos of the things about the place, and I was like, I don't know if this thing's for me. I don't know why I didn't order a meal there as well, or maybe I did. But I remember I ordered the drinks. I can't remember whose drinks I ended up ordering. Or which was, oh, here we go, I found the menu. And then, yeah, you get like a coaster with them, and then I remember I couldn't really read what was, oh yeah, it was the Party Train or whatever that song's called. So they did have food. You could, what is this? Bruma. It's a sandwich with a copy of Aqua's magazine on it. That makes no sense. You could buy it. This looks like a curry or something. I don't know why I didn't buy that. If I went there now, I would have bought this. I would have bought like 3 things or something. I don't know, yeah, I remember even like walking around, like taking photos of things, because it was just like wall to wall, like the magazine covers of like Aquas or something, and then the tables were decorated with it as well, and being like, it feels so out of place. There was like a chalkboard there of like people writing things, and I was just like, oh, I don't know what to think of this. Oh, okay, here we go. I bought Hurricane Blossom Parfait. My friend bought Unicorn Blizzard. And then we both got a drink, I don't know which drink. Oh, and I got Hanamaru and Yoshiko. That's it. And I saw someone had a Mari coaster, like, put on the side and being like, oh, maybe I should trade with him, and then I didn't. And I remember afterwards, just being like so zoned out afterwards. My friend was like even trying to like cheer me up afterwards. And at the moment I didn't really understand like why I was so zoned out, but I was just like, I thought I was going to really look forward to it, and I went there and I realised, wow, this is so not for me. Anyway. Nothing against the cafe, I think it would have been cool, but I just realised I was not the target audience for it. Nowadays, attending a Kirby Cafe, super cute, super fun, loved it. I thought it was absolutely adorable. The only thing I regret is I probably should have got more food, to be honest. But it was at this point, like I already had like fully accepted my lactose intolerance, and I was like, I gotta be very careful with how much lactose I eat. And that's the thing with the Kirby Cafe is like most of the things, they love giving you out like, the collab cafes, they love giving out like ice creams and parfaits and things. But I think the Kirby Cafe did an amazing job because the foods were so amazingly themed after Kirby itself. Thankfully, one of my friends took a picture of all the items in the menu, but they had like, I don't even know what this is, but they had like a Wispy Woods tree container thing, which had a cheese sauce and I guess stuff you dip into it. None of us got this. In retrospect, I should have got this. I don't know why I didn't. I should have basically got the things which people didn't get because I'm not too picky food-wise, and I thought it would be fun. My friend got like this skewer set essentially with Kirby inhaling, and I thought that was really fun. There's this Waddle Dee fried balls, dough balls. That's fine. And then there was a Kirby car gourmet plate thing. I don't know if any of our friends got this. We got the Kirby car dessert cake, but I should have got this special like set. I don't remember why I didn't. I think it's it's because we had it like at like an awkward time, like between 2 meals, and I was like, I don't want to have too much food because I'm gonna have a dinner as well, or something. My friends got this hypoallergenic star curry, as it's called, which actually looked pretty good. Another friend, got this Waddle Dee sleeping on a rice curry, which I actually was tempted to get, but didn't. Oh yeah, the Kirby burger with pasta, with a decorative plate. Part of me, like, the shopping part of me sees like the fact that you can get these special limited edition collaboration things, and was like, I want to get this for it. But I think I actually practiced self-restraint here, where I was like, I find Kirby fine. Kirby's not my favourite franchise. Why would I get one of these decorative plates? It makes no sense to me. Especially because I already knew I was basically running out of space in my suitcase. There was a Waddle Dee one, okonomiyaki pasta, interesting. I feel like I should have ordered it because that sounds crazy. That's a food item, but yeah, I think I was trying to be reasonable between other meals. Oh yeah, those pizzas, which one of my friends had a pizza and had a very cute sort of like Kirby wooden flat plate on it. Oh yeah, the Kirby gourmet pizza cake, which is super cute. And then I got this because I think it looked the best. I got the Kirby Air Riders French toast, which, by the way, it tasted completely fine, but I think its presentation, I love a collab cafes when they absolutely nail the presentation. It looked amazing. Like, it was basically like Kirby riding on a star piece of French toast, and then they got like the streaks of sauce being like the whoosh sort of effects, and they have like little flowers and things about the place. How did it taste? It was very sweet, I would say. And it was mildly filling, or mildly not that filling, and I didn't really regret buying it. I also got it because I was like, this probably doesn't have as much milk in as some of these other things. But yeah, like not like a pizza or something. Some of my friends got like different sort of like cocktail-like drinks. There's some cute chips, fritters, as a curry. Okay. Oh yeah, cute cutlery, which had Kirby on. And then we all got different sort of drinks, some sort of like warm hot cocoa drinks. Oh yeah, no, okay, I got like hot cocoa with an adorable little Kirby marshmallow on the top. And then we all got coasters, which was super, super cute. Of each of the different things, like where there's different, I actually think we didn't get a single repeat in all those 6 coasters we got, which was actually crazy lucky. But there was, I don't know what everyone got. So one of my friends who likes Kirby got one of Kirby, one of my friends who likes Waddle Dee, they swapped with another friend who also likes Waddle Dee. I got very lucky, I got the Meta Knight and King DDD one, and I was like, yeah, it's Meta Knight. We took a lot of pictures of his Kirby car cake. Oh yeah, I had, so, I guess I didn't fully engage in my lactose freeness at this point, because I did have a Meta Knight parfait, and I did regret it later, I will say, 100%. But I also think I had like 3 lactose tablets before this. Like I had an absurd amount. Oh, and I completely forgot my food. I didn't realise that. Okay, so they asked us, being like, do you want to get your food first and then you get desserts? And we were like, yeah, that makes sense, do that. I didn't realise that my French toast is also considered a dessert, which completely makes sense in retrospect. So basically all my friends got food, and then I just sort of had to wait, and then I got my dessert in like the last like 15 minutes that we had in our time slot, and I was like, right, well, that's fine, I'm pretty hungry, so I'll just sort of eat that up. So that's kind of funny. What I thought was kind of funny. And yeah, we had that, and then we spent a little bit of time afterwards because we were in the area to go around the other sort of stores we had to buy other things. I think I bought Sylvanian Families there. Have I spoken about Sylvanian Families before? I must have. Have I genuinely not spoken about? And I have. Sylvanian Families. Whoa. 347. I wasn't going to buy anything there. There was a Sylvanian family store. And then I walked in and I was going to be like, you know, because I had been to another Sylvanian family store and I didn't buy anything. And I was like, okay, the only thing I'd buy is if there's a deer family. Walked in, saw there was like a giant doll house with like the deer family. And I was like, okay, that's too big. I can't bring that home in my suitcase. So only if there was something smaller. And then I literally turned to the right and I saw there was like an ice cream cart or something. I can't remember, some sort of sweet cart or something with deers in it. And I was like, okay, that's still too big. I need something smaller than that. And then I literally like looked past it and I saw there was like a wall of basically all the different little creatures, and I saw literally the first one I saw was the deer family, and I was like, fine, okay, this is like a sign from a divine above being like, get this deer Sylvanian family. So I did. And I've yet to display them. They are sitting downstairs in my pile of souvenirs while I try and figure out where on earth I'm going to put any of this stuff. But yeah. So yeah, Kirby Cafe gets a thumbs up from me. I do in retrospect, looking back, I don't know why I got 2 sweet dishes, because I'm very much a savoury person. I don't know why I didn't get a single savoury dish. It makes no sense to me, but I think it genuinely is because I had it in between meals. I don't know what I had at lunchtime, to be fair. Or maybe that was my lunch. I genuinely cannot recall if I had lunch. Oh, you know what? I might have had a convenient breakfast, and then I was like, this is our lunch. Yeah, if I was to turn back time, I'd be like, dear darling, get yourself one of the savoury meals at least. Come on. But yeah, I thought it was super cute. I thought it was nice, and I thought it was a good collab cafe. Would recommend. Is there an Animal Crossing collab cafe? Tokyo? It would be in Tokyo, if anything. I guess not. They should do that. That'd be great. What about... I mean, there's definitely been Pokemon ones, hasn't there? By the way, I also did a terrible thing where I looked up Animal Crossing, like, tours of a Nintendo store. In Tokyo again. Some older ones. They have so much more merch. I need to go back and actually get all that up. And they change their merch out, like, each season. They had, like, a winter line, and I was like, oh my god. Anyway. Oh, this Pokemon's really cute. It goes Pikachu curry. Anyway, we need this in the UK. Because we do numbers. We need more cute foods like this. And anyway, Meta Knight's the best Kirby character. I will not elaborate. And yeah, on that note, I guess I'll round this episode up here. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been dear darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewells. Until next time. Bye-bye for now.